Hello students, this is Miss Pooja Arun Mhatre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhinder East. Today's topic is CND, chapter number 4, Data Link Layer, part 7. The learning course outcomes are point-to-point protocol, that is triple P, service provided by the point-to-point protocol, frame format of point-to-point protocol, and transition phases of point-to-point protocol. Point-to-point protocol. Point-to-point protocol is the most commonly used protocol of data link layer. Point-to-point protocol is the most commonly used protocol of data link layer that is required to encapsulate higher network protocols simply to pass over the synchronous and asynchronous communication lines. In point-to-point protocol, that in link establishment is controlled and handled mainly by the link control protocol. It is also required to connect the home PC to server ISP through a modem. It was also adopted by the ISPs to simply provide a dial-up internet access. A point-to-point protocol is a communication protocol of the data link layer that is used to transmit a multi-protocol data between the two directly connected point-to-point computer. It is a byte-oriented protocol that is widely used in broadcast communication having a heavy loads and high speeds. Since it is a data link layer protocol, data is transmitted in a frames and it is also known as the RFC 1661. The service provided by the point-to-point protocol are: first one is defining the frame format of the data to be transmitted. Second one is defining the procedure of establishment link between the 2 points and exchange of data. It's stating the method of encapsulation of data layer in data frame. The stating authentication rules of the communication device. Providing address for the network communication, providing connection over a multiple links, and supporting a variety of networks layer by providing a range of services. That means it defines the frame format which data to be transmitted. It defines the procedure of the link establishment between the sender and receiver of the exchange of data. It encapsulates the network layer. It authenticates the rules of communication. It provides the address of network communication. It also provides a multiple links, and it also supports a network layer protocol by providing a range of services. Point-to-point frame format. A point-to-point frame is generally required to encapsulate packets of information or data that simply includes either configuration information or data. So point-to-point basically uses the same basic format as of the HDLC. The point-to-point protocol usually contains one additional field, that is a protocol field, and this protocol field is present just after the control field and before the information or data field. Here the diagram showing the flag, address, control, protocol, data and padding, FCS and flag. So flag has a 1 byte, address has a 1 byte, control field has a 1 byte, protocol field has a 1 to 2 bytes, and data and padding has a variable size, and FCS has a 2 to 4 bytes. The description of the frame format is flag field. The point-to-point protocol similar to HDLC frame, always being and ends with the standard HDLC flag. It always has a value of 1 byte, that is 011111110 binary value. Second field is the address field. Address field is a basically broadcast address. In this, all one simply indicates that all the stations are ready to accept the frames. It has the value of 1 byte, that is 11111111 binary value. So point to point protocol on the other hand does not provide or assign an individual station addresses. Next is the control field. This field basically uses the format of U frame, that is unnumbered frame in HDLC. In HDLC, control field is required for the various purposes, but in the point to point protocol this field is set to 1 byte, that is 000001 binary value, and this 1 byte is used for the connectionless data link. Next is a protocol field. This field is basically identifies the network protocol of the datagram. It usually identifies the kind of packets in the data field, that is what exactly is being carried in data field, and this field is of 1 or 2 bytes and helps in identifies the PDU, that is protocol data unit, that is been encapsulated by the point to point frame format. Next is the data field. It is usually contains the upper layer datagram. So network layer datagram is particularly encapsulated in this field for the regular point-to-point protocol data frames. The length of this field is not constant, rather it varies. Then FCS field. This field is usually contain a checksum simply for the identification of errors. It can be either 16 bits or 32 bits in size. It also calculated over address, control protocol and even information field. So characters are added to the frame for the control and handling of errors. Transition of frame format. Transition phase. Transition phase is when the link is established then link is authenticate and network and it is open. So after opening it terminate the connection. When the its carrier drop, then the link is dead, or when the establishment is failed, the link also dead. Means dead, the carrier detected is there, so frame will be dead or failed. When the authentication is failed, the connection is terminated. So when the options agreed by the establishment by the both sides, then it is authentication is successful. When the authentication gets successful, the network layer configure and open the frame, and after opening the frame it terminate the connection. So when there is a carrier is dropped, the frame is dead. So in the process of dead, the transition phase, link is basically start and stop. So carrier detection is an event that is used to indicate that the physical layer is ready, and now the point to point will be proceed towards the establishment of the phase. So disconnection from the modem line must bring back the line or connecting to this plane. The LCP automation is usually in the initial or starting phase of during this phase. So dead transition phase, which means the link is not used or there is no active carrier at the physical layer. Establish. Link then proceed towards this phase after the presence of the peer in being detected. When one of the nodes start communication, then connection goes into this phase. By the exchange of LCP frames or packets, all the configuration parameters are negotiated. If somehow negotiation meet at the point, link is developed and then system goes either into authentication protocol or a network layer protocol. The end of this phase simply indicates open state of LCP. If one of the nodes start working, then the phase goes to the established phase. In short, we can say that when the node start communication or carrier is detected, then it moves from the dead to established phase. Authenticate. In triple point-to-point, authentication is optional. Peer authentication can be requested by one or both of the endpoints. So triple P enters authentication phase if password authentication protocol or a challenge handshake authentication protocol is configured. It is an optional phase, which means that the communication can also move the authentication phase. The phase moves from the established to the authenticate phase only when both the communication nodes agree to make the communication authenticated. Network. The point-to-point protocol basically sends or read or transmit a NCP packet to choose the and configure or one or more network layer protocols such as IP, IPX, etc. Once LCP state is being open and link or connection is established, this is especially required to configure the appropriate network layer. In this phase, each of the network control protocol might be open and closed at time, and negotiation for these protocols also take place. At the network layer, point-to-point protocol also supports various protocols due to which point-to-point specifies that the two of nodes establish or develop a network layer agreement before the data is exchanged at the network layer. Once the authentication is successful, the network is established or phase is in network. In this phase, the negotiation of network layer protocols take place. Open. Usually transferring of data takes place in this phase. Once endpoints want to end a connection and connection is then transferred to the terminate phase. Till then connection remains in this phase. After the establishment of network phase, it moves to the open phase. Here open phase means that the exchange of data takes place, or we can say that the reaches to the open phase after the configuration of the network layer. Termination. Connection can be terminated at any point of time as per the request of the endpoint, and the LCP is basically required to close or terminate the link through the exchange of terminate packets. When all the work is done, then the connection gets terminated and it moves to the terminate phase. Thank you.